Hello everybody, my name is Walnut. Today I want to talk about the Starcraft community's reception of newer content creators. I've been humming and hawing about making this video mostly because I'm worried about the Starcraft community's reception of it. Go figure. As many of you probably know, I've been creating what content I can consistently for about 7 months now. I've set out on some pretty ambitious projects, and most of them have fallen entirely flat, mostly due to my own incompetence. This isn't necessarily about my failures though, rather about the community reactions to my ambitions. To put it simply, it was toxic. It was a fairly negative response, mostly consisting of "you're an idiot" or sarcastic jabs. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I've been on the internet long enough not to care about overwhelming negativity. Struck me as odd though, hypocritical even. The same people that wanted more community content were bashing anyone that tried to create that content. And I'm not the only one. I know my fair share of content creators on a fairly personal basis. I surveyed them as best I could and found exactly the results I was expecting. Now keep in mind, I'm not including data from larger organizations such as SCVrush ESL or SC2 Highlights that have larger production values, larger teams, and more resources. I'm focused mainly on solo content creators like Falcon Paladin or Jack Attack TV. There are 4 main areas in which people I've surveyed have gained feedback: r/Starcraft, r/AllThingsX subreddits, r/Castit, and the YouTube comment sections. From both personal experience as well as reports from the content producers themselves, the smaller All Things X and Castit subreddits have the best feedback by far, followed by the YouTube comment section, which generally has mostly constructive reception, but little to no actual feedback. "I really enjoy your casting, thank you," followed by positive reinforcement and suggestions for improvement. "Thanks for casting that game," followed by positive reinforcement and suggestions for improvement. "Thanks for that, that was awesome, I really enjoyed watching," followed by positive reinforcement and a large amount of high quality feedback and suggestions. Sensing a pattern here, this is how feedback should work for helping someone improve their content quality and overall watchability. Calling someone a retard or berating them for not doing an immaculate job their first cast is not acceptable feedback and does nothing to make them a better caster. The latter is the feedback I find most often on r/Starcraft. When Jack Attack TV was advertising the sandbox, the threads were filled with comments such as, "Why is Jack Attack coaching anyone? He's in Gold League." Anyone who would enter the thread and explain how it actually worked was downvoted, and the popular yet misinformed opinions rose to the top. People criticizing his tea time videos because of how cringy or forced they were, without providing any meaningful discussion points or feedback. Hell, anyone remember the Day 9-esque show that I started up about 3 months ago, then promptly buried and never touched again? When I was getting the word out about that, I said things along the lines of me playing the game long enough to have a decent grasp of strategy. Some people decided that this meant that I believed myself a strategic genius. People who know my username on r/Starcraft still bring that up. My theory is that at least half the members of r/Starcraft don't actually play the game. They've grown cynical from the constant dead game memes, wishing that the old 2010 days of Day 9 and Husky would come back. I've never seen this sort of reaction out of any other competitive game community. Smash Bros, Dota 2, Hearthstone, CSGO, you name it. Seems the first thing on all of those content consumers' minds when they see an imperfect video is, "Here's some advice to make it better," a mentality that StarCraft is sorely in need of. And really, I believe that the community-made StarCraft content is what helped SC2 get as popular as it was in the first place. The amount of amazing StarCraft parody songs is a great example of this. Something fairly unique to the StarCraft community as far as I can tell. No other game has this commitment to making fantastic songs about video games. I've seen so many promising content creators get absolutely shut down by the tidal wave of unconstructive, purely negative responses with absolutely no feedback tacked on to the end. Newsflash, guys. Day 9 isn't coming back. Husky isn't coming back. You want new content producers that rival the kings of ages past? Maybe don't shove their faces in the dirt the moment they try and get noticed. Content can only improve the more constructive feedback is provided, and soon maybe we'll have someone that can rival Day 9. In essence, what I'm saying is, you're always entitled to have your own opinion, but you also have the resources to make that opinion more than "this video fucking blows." StarCraft needs community content to engage the fans, and shutting down those content creators for no adequate reason is only going to fuck it up for everyone. My name is Walnut. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Links are in the description. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time.